Oh shit! Almost didn't see you there. As you can see, I'm working on this here typewriter. Working on a new report. It's about the environmental impacts of slowcore. I'm a big fan of slowcore, rock music, all that kind of shit, basically. My name is Justin Afrikawala. You're watching the Effective Power Video Vault, Episode 1. I got a good interview with Big Dog Mastiff, local Oakland based rock. You can call them slowcore, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Effective Power. We interviewed them. We got some footage of their awesome show, and I hope you like it. And get the fuck out of my room while I'm working on my goddamn report.
This next one's for Makita users and fans.
Okay, this is Justin. It's November 14th, approximately 8:50 p.m. We're at the Stork Club in Oakland. I'm with Big Dog Mastiff. They're a local Oakland-based band who makes really cool melodic guitar music. They're playing a show tonight with Nymph Lord, who is touring from LA, and Softy, who's currently playing right now, who are also from Oakland. I just want to start with introductions. Your name, the instrument you play, your zodiac sign, and maybe your outfit.
And body count.
My name is Miles. I play bass, and I'm a Sagittarius. My current fit is what I wore to work this morning.
I'm Davi. I play guitar and I sing, and I am a Libra, and I wore this to work, but I got my sister Gemini hoodie. Yeah.
Shout out to Sister Gemini.
I might need a refresh on the questions, but
Introduction, what you play, the instrument you play in the band, your zodiac sign, and your outfit.
okay. My name is Anthony. I play drums in Big Dog Mastiff. Well, hey man, do one interview at a time, brother. And I am a Cancer. And fucking my outfit is just some. I like to LARP as a blue collar worker, but I kind of just. I guess I work at a coffee shop now, so I'm just lying to people. So thank you.
This wasn't going to be my first question, but I noticed that all three of you work at coffee shops. That's not really a question, but
It is a valid statement. I just started, dude, I've had, literally 2 hours as a barista, so.
oh, you're brand new.
Yeah, trainee, one would say. So I whip up croissants.
Do you find it difficult so far?
In terms of just making an espresso shot, not really, but, I mean, as soon as it comes to adding shit to it, yeah, I'm lost, dude. Also, if I see more than 5 people in a building, I'll shit myself. It's just too much, you know. I don't know how they do it.
First question, how did you all meet? I know Davi and Miles, you both kind of grew up in the same area, Santa Rosa, but how did the three of you end up as Big Dog Mastiff? Anyone can take the question.
Yeah.
Take it.
I did a janitor job with this guy named Evan, who we started our first band with in high school called the Sandines, and that's how I met Davi. I saw them posting a Snapchat story, and I was like, "Can I please be in your band?"
How did Tony come into the fold, I guess?
No, I do.
So we started off like it was just me and Miles like in his room in Sonoma, and then we moved to Oakland because everything is cool out here and our friends are out here, and we started playing with Armani, and it was cool. And then we didn't really play a lot. He quit the band.
We got a thirst trap out of it. There's a video of him playing a Halloween
Yeah, that's
show
true.
that
That he
makes him
throws
look
up
really
every
cool.
now and again. And then, how did you come in the band?
Well,
I actually
the
don't even
lore
know.
is deep with drummers and Big Dog.
Yeah,
There's
true.
just
We've had our fair share.
yeah. I mean, what am I 4? Am I 4?
I think you're third.
Third in this band.
So Armani's OG drummer. Okay, well, so I know them through Armani. We have a mutual friend. His name's Armani. He used to drum for them. He stopped drumming, and then my boy Joko took over, who I'm currently in a band with, and then he stopped drumming and went on to lead for Big Dog Mastiff lead guitar, left, and I was the drummer when that switch to lead guitar happened, and dude, it's been a blast. It's ever since, dude. I love playing with. It's like when I first started drumming, I realized that like the shit that I was practicing, the songs that I was learning, most complement like the play style that they bring to the table. Because I've been in a handful of bands and it's not necessarily shit that I would play for like just on my own, you know. So I'd feel mad comfortable with these people, and it's really blessing, a great experience. So. Yeah,
That's
dude.
really
I mean,
nice.
I told
That
you
was
that.
really
Dude. Throw it
nice.
over your face, just like, Miles, I fucking love it. Greatest band ever.
I'm glad we're starting off very wholesome. To kind of get back into more intimate details, I learned recently from you, Davi, that your brother was in a punk band, and I was kind of very curious how that kind of shaped your music, your beginnings in music, basically. Can you go into that?
Yeah, my brother played in like this thrash metal band in Santa Rosa called PMRC, and he would just like give me CDs that he didn't like. So like my first ever CD was American Idiot by Green Day, and I was like, this is music. And my dad was a DJ.
That's what I call
And that's what I call music. And I don't know, they just kept like taking me to shows. My first show was like DRI, which is another thrash metal band, and they gave me my first sip of beer. And my parents worked a lot, so I was just around my brothers all the time, and they were just like, this is what you listen to. No Bruno Mars, but I like Bruno Mars.
And Train.
And Train.
Petaluma represent. I'm not from there, but I fuck with it.
What about you, Miles? How'd you get into sort of DIY and everything?
I don't know. I just like would like
You like
browse. Yeah, I'd watch a lot of Fiddler YouTube videos. Fiddler, yeah. And then when I was like 12, my sister on my 12th birthday drove me to my first concert at Fiddler at Slim's in SF, and I was just like, this is really cool.
Was it quite like DIY?
Yeah, just how'd you get started with your instrument and start playing in bands? When did you start, I guess, realizing that you could do this yourself?
Yeah, I bought a $200 Amazon kit off of Amazon when I was like 16, so I could try and play Tame Impala songs. And yeah, dude, so I did that. Then my high school band, we covered like Interpol and shit. It's pretty sick. And then I kind of took a break from drumming, and then Armani, the people that the dude I met these people through, I just met him at Dolores Park, just drinking. I just pulled up to him. I was like, yo, how you doing? Struck a random friendship, met them later. And then Armani, I was in a band, like really my first real band outside of high school, and we were just playing mad like DIY, like studio, house shows and shit. And since then, I realized like, damn, this live music shit is awesome, you know? And I'm honored to be able to do it with them. 100%.
Was there a scene in Sonoma, I guess, growing up? Like, how'd you get to shows, and I guess Davi, you got exposed through your brother, but did you go to any other shows? Are there any, like, local legends that you want to shout out in Sonoma?
Yeah, there's actually a bunch. There's actually a really cool hardcore scene over there, even though we're not hardcore, but that's just something to mention. There's a lot of cool bands out there. But I feel like Nulo, they're so sick. But you kind of just had to throw your own shows at, like, when we first started playing as Sandines, I guess. Mm-hmm. I worked at a skate shop, and so the owner was like, oh, you can throw shows in our backyard. So we just, like, threw a bunch of shows there. And then there was a venue called the Phoenix, that would host a lot of like local bands and stuff. So like we'd play with like Eucalyptus and what are some other bands we played with? Eucalyptus is awesome. I can't like think of any off the top of my head, but there's so many really. Karupi was a really cool.
There was a scene kind of that you.
Yeah, there was a scene. It was really small and it was kind of all over the place, but I think that was pretty cool. But I think it's like you can only go so. Yeah, a lot of houses.
Yeah.
You can only go so far there, so it's like kind of cool to like get out of
Now we play.
Sonoma County.
One thing
Now we
that
play
I noticed
bars.
about the North Bay scene is like they said, few and far between in terms of shows, but like it's unique out there because like it's more rare to have a show out there. I feel like if there's one house show, then like everyone within a 30-mile radius or 30-minute radius who's like into the DIY shit pulls up for it. So in another band, me and Miles played a show in like fucking Roner Park, and like it was just a tiny little house. But, like dumb people were there, not because of like a name or anything. It was just like, oh shit, there's something to do in fucking Roner Park on a weekend. You know, it's sick for that.
I gotta say, it's like the funniest thing ever when you're playing a random house in like the suburb of Roner Park, and then you see all like these scene kids just crawl out of the woodwork, and then like also old people will just wander in and check it out.
100%.
It's so
Dude,
funny.
people's dads are getting more juice than fucking kids are. Like they're just like feeling like, oh shit. Yeah, that's sick.
They're like, damn, I remember back in my heyday.
Yeah. It's like a bunch of like local randoms, or it's like you kind of play to a crowd of nobody because everybody goes home or goes away for college. So then you're playing to a bunch of high schoolers who can't even like get in most of the time. So yeah, but there's a cool scene out there.
Were you going to Oakland, I guess, back then, or was it mostly just concentrated in your area? Is that why, I guess, you moved to Oakland to be closer to more frequent shows?
Yeah, we had a friend, Natalia, who moved out to Oakland, and they would like let us know about all the shows that were happening out here. And then we would also just like go to Gilman to see like local Bay bands all the time. Like Miles's mom would drive us, and then once somebody started driving, like
Once we got our licenses.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the scene when he
and then we're just like, let's move.
Yeah, and then we saw Anthony play, I think,
Oh
at a
yeah.
random house show in downtown Oakland
Yeah.
before we ever met him.
Oh,
Yeah,
probably at
because
Adeline.
we-
Yeah, it was like a Halloween show or something.
No, it was like it was like in West Oakland, kind of by Defirmary Park, I want to say. And
Yeah, it would have been the Adeline spot that, like, my
Yeah.
boy Sky was throwing a lot of house shows back, like, probably beginning of COVID. And that was, like, I think, like, if I had to eulogize a point in music that was the most fun for me, it was just straight out of fucking COVID when, like, people were so fiending to see a show, they just book you in their fucking porch. Like, it was so
This one is for people who eat their own scabs.
I find it hard to describe like the scene that you guys are in and that we kind of participate in. I call it kind of like the smoking room DIY scene, Bay Area scene. I guess how did you, Big Dog, get your foot into that scene and start booking like similar bands?
Through Armani.
Yeah. Armani was kind of just like
Very
how
pivotal character in the whole like progression of this
Yeah.
band for sure. Whether it's, I mean, not even so much in like him playing drums as much as just him being friends with people and like being so supportive and like bridging the gap between friend groups and setting up things
Yeah,
for
honestly,
people to participate.
this
in.
whole like Big Dog was because of Armani. Like we were just like practicing, and he really liked our old band, the Sandines, and he was like, "You guys should still play music. Let's play music." And then we were Big Dog.
Yeah, I guess I never thought about how important he was to the band until literally right
Yeah,
now
till, like,
because
all of
like
the
it's
scene.
kind of like yeah.
This is Armani's
Sure.
band.
Yeah, pretty much. He's
For a
not in it.
guy who hates every venue and every band, he's extremely
lot.
Yeah.
pivotal.
Yeah.
Shout out to Armani.
Shout out Armani. Most vicious player.
Another deep cut. I won't tell you who told me this, but you're in a band called New Bow, I think. And I guess there's not that much to get into, but I'm curious. There's a profile picture on SoundCloud. It's a little fluffy white dog. Whose dog is that? Can you describe the dog, the lore of that fluffy little white dog?
Yeah, Calvin was my best friend all my life growing up. He was a stud. Anytime I took a shit in the bathroom, he'd wait by the door till I got out.
My cat does that.
Yeah, no, I
That's what
love
his
him to
cat does
death.
now.
It's my favorite memory of all time. Just like leaving the bathroom and him being like, "Where are we going?" Yeah, I'm going to my room.
Well, I guess to get a little bit into the band, was that just like a one-off band between Davi and Miles, or what was that?
We did hella shows, and then we got rid of some members, so we changed the name.
Yeah, it was, well, Evan moved. He was Evan Sandine. So he moved to LA for school, and then we couldn't like use his last name anymore. So we were watching Mindhunter, and then one of the dudes is like, "Is this your new beau?" And we're like, "That's awesome."
They're talking about like some gruesome murder.
Oh yeah.
Involving, like a girl and her new boyfriend, her new beau. And we're like, "That's a sick band."
What was the movie? What was the movie?
It was the Netflix TV show, original series, Mindhunter.
Oh, Mindhunter.
Yeah.
How did Big Dog? How did you get that name? Because whenever I Google Big Dog Mastiff, all that pops up are those Harley Davidson bikes. Even when I do the double G's, so
Right.
was it inspired by the motorcycle, or is it it's just the dog, or what is it?
I was looking at motorcycles for sale on Craigslist, and I was just like saying every name to Davi, being like, "This could be a cool band name."
It is, dude.
Dude, Big Dog
And I
Mastiff is
love-
awesome.
I love the like, just the incoherence in terms of like what your mind conjures up when you think of a band that calls himself Big Dog Mastiff, and then when you listen to the music that Big Dog Mastiff makes.
Exactly what I was gonna say just right after, because it sounds like a hardcore band name, but which is pretty cool. Yeah.
It's soft.
It's awesome. I love it that way.
Me too.
You didn't end up getting a Big Dog Mastiff bike though.
No, I can barely ride a bicycle. I don't know if I should have a motorcycle.
Do you find you don't have any recorded music? Is it kind of fun to be this enigmatic band with no recording, or has it just literally been a matter of personal capacity and resources, or do you kind of play into it, you think?
We just
I
suck
think
at
we're lazy. I
recording.
think we're really
lazy. We
I
suck at
will say,
recording.
and I love them to death. But I think the way I operate is, as soon as I start a project, I want it to be heard as soon as possible. And I almost appreciate how much they don't seem to care that you can't listen to their shit at all. Ever since I've been in the band, God, it's been like almost a year of me just pestering them to get fucking recordings out. And I think it does play to them, dude, honestly, because there's people who, when I tell I'm in Big Dog, and they're not like, maybe they are fucking being nice, but they're just like, oh, like, they're sick. And I'm like, the fact, like, you would have had to go to a show to know that. And that's fucking sick.
You gotta see it to believe it, babe.
You know?
You have to be truly tapped in to appreciate the band.
I want recordings. Though.
Yeah, I do too. We really do. And
It's not a matter of finance, it's a matter of personal capacity. That's that one.
1,000%.
But we'll probably hit Sam. We'll hit this Sam from Toner. He's got like I don't know if I think he wants business, so yeah. Our homie's got a little studio space in Newark that we're gonna try and record at ASAP.
ASAP.
We're manifesting the Big Dog recording, but for now we have 6 shows like today. I don't have any more earnest questions. I have written here, anyone can take this, or you can all answer this. Would you rather have a slowcore son, a fifth wave emo daughter, or a non-binary math rock kid?
Honestly, all of them, so they could start a really weird band.
I'm gonna go non-binary math rock kid because those are the kids I fuck with the most.
I'm gonna say I know multiple non-binary math rock kids and they're just shredders to death, so I'm going that too.
Yeah.
But literally all 3 of those are valid.
Maybe I'll skip out on like the slowcore sound.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like slowcore son is objectively the worst one. Yeah, that's fair. How would you describe your sound, I guess, to a coworker? Because I imagine it's hard to describe that you're in like a Bay Area DIY vague guitar music band. So how would you describe it?
I would usually just say like, oh, it's like soft rock, I guess.
Yeah.
I say dream pop when people ask.
Dream
I
pop
don't
is
know if
good.
that works, but maybe.
Yeah, I always tell my coworkers I'm in a silly little girly pop band.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, there's one girl in it, but sure. It's called Big Dog Mastiff, dude. Yeah. Fuck it.
Slowly really pop.
Biggest influences personally and collectively as a band.
For me, drumming for them, broadcast.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
fuck.
I
That's
love
really cool.
I love their drums. I
that's
steal
really
their
cool.
fills. Don't listen to them and then listen to us. Well, you can't listen to us. But yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Drum wise.
Look at my Spotify.
I know. Fuck. What is that one band? Barrier, Face, My Nose, Neck, and All?
Purple PT Cruiser?
Yeah, literally. Can I play it for them?
Yes.
If it's a video, just have the overlay playing right now. It's like.
Yeah.
You said we should break up.
I take everything.
That was given to me so conveniently.
Fuck it up so royally.
So, that's mine, I guess.
Some insane shit, bro. Primus.
Yeah, Primus. Les Claypool. I like playing chords. I like
Yeah.
chords and tapping.
I don't know. That's a loaded question for me. I don't know.
I guess it could be subconscious and not. I guess so. You don't directly try to emulate any particular sound. It's kind of just like.
Every now and again, we write Everlong.
Yeah, subconsciously
Same chords,
we
just
rip
like-
off a bunch of bands.
On accident.
Yeah.
My bad.
Well, this was truly a blessing, and I'm out of questions. And thank you so much for your time, and good luck on tonight's show.
Oh, you did. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. I don't even want to do the show
It's gonna
anymore.
feel
This is
so stupid if we fuck up.
All right. Cut.
Big dog.